Up next, thanks to our friends at Hyundai of Newport on West Main Road in Middletown, we're going to be talking about the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 6. Now, this is a very interesting vehicle, and if you've seen one on the road before, it looks like nothing else, and I'll tell you why. So this is an all-electric car from Hyundai. It's all new, it's on its own platform. These start around $37,000, and they get an estimated 342 miles per charge. Now that is not the headline figure. The headline figure is the really interesting shape of this car. Now Hyundai designed this car with a 0.21 drag coefficient, which makes it one of the most efficient in the air vehicles in the entire world. So when you get in and drive this car, know that you are saving lots of energy. I think it's a really unique looking car. We'll take a couple of looks. Now the front is a little more looking just like a normal electric car. It's got a really cool line here. They have this beautiful red. If you see it in person, it's got metallic in it. It's very nice. It's the back of the car that looks a lot different. It has this teardrop shape, and that is for the wonderful drag coefficient. So we're gonna go down here and check this out. So available 20-inch wheels on this vehicle, and of course with all Hyundais, you get the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So huge incentives on these, especially for leasing, because it is an electric vehicle. So it starts at the SE, moves up to the SEL, and then the Limited. So what you get with the SE is rear-wheel drive. You still get that 342 all-electric range, estimated of course. And then the dual-motor all-wheel drive has an estimated 316-mile-an-hour range. That's 320 horsepower for the two-motor and 225 horsepower for the rear-wheel drive. And of course that offers ultra-fast charging, and the SE comes on 18-inch wheels. When you move up to the SEL, that gets you the dual motor with 320 horsepower, the rear-wheel drive, 225 horsepower, 20-inch alloy wheels, and the highway driving assist 2, which is really neat. And then when you move up to the Limited, that's where you get all the goodies, including blind spot view monitor and the premium remote smart parking assist, which is a really neat feature, similar to like something you'd see on a Tesla. So we're gonna scoot down here. I'm also gonna let you know that the one I mentioned earlier that starts at $37,000, that's rear-wheel drive, 149 horsepower, 240 miles of range. That also has ultra-fast charging capability on the 18-inch wheels and comes standard with a 12.3-inch touchscreen display with navigation and a digital instrument cluster. This is where I wanted to show you the really interesting design of the Ioniq 6. It really doesn't look like anything else on the road. Now it really tapers at the rear here, and we can see the LED bar light here, and this is also a small little spoiler or airfoil in the back of the vehicle. And if we look at the inside, very futuristic, very comfortable, renewable materials, easy for me to say. Available 20-inch wheels. Hyundai and Kia, they have a lot of really interesting wheel designs that I like very much. So we're gonna scooch over here. Now this is the dual digital display. I really like the futuristic steering wheel. It's got neat pedals. We have actual buttons, plenty of room for, I've actually been in one of these. It's got a lot of room in the center console, especially if you have like a big water bottle that you're bringing across town. We have all of our items here on the steering wheel. I just think how Hyundai integrates all of this is super high-end and premium. You have to get in one and go drive one at Hyundai of Newport. I promise that you'll be very impressed. You're like, wow, I had no idea they made cars like this. Everything feels premium on the inside. I really like the materials. And of course, I told you they use a lot of renewable materials, as it is an electric car. So if we scooch over here, this is kind of the side profile. As you can see, it's got that tapered look in the back, which I think is really neat. And lots of room in the back. Because it's an electric vehicle, so the batteries are on the floor, there's no drive line that has to go here, so it's got a flat floor in the back, and as you can see, plenty of room with this nice lady having a lovely time on a sunny day. So in 2024, this was awarded the best electric car by US News and World Report, which I think is pretty interesting. Like I said, it is electric only. This is no gasoline engine whatsoever. This is an electric only vehicle. You see it charging right there, up to 342 miles. So here are the headline charging features. For 800 volt architecture, which is the ultra fast charging, which you can get on any of the models, that goes 10 to 80% as little as 18 minutes. The electric cars now, I mean, they're catching up. At some point, it's gonna be as fast as filling up your gas car. With 400 volt architecture, that's 10 to 80 in 61 minutes. And if you're at home, 10 to 80 takes as little as 6 hours, 55 minutes. If you have a level 2 charger installed in your garage, you just plug it in every night and boom. It goes right up there. So Hyundai has what they call a smarter battery. It's called Smarter Battery Care, and it gives you longer battery life. And they have a lithium-ion battery that you can count on their 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty for. So the ideal charge range for one of these, the optimal range is between 25% and 75%. The batteries don't like to be super depleted or super full for their life. So if we go down here, standard chargers are great for road trips, and then we have the timed chargers while you're away. Now for the dual motor cars, we have power output of 320 horsepower and the all-important 446 foot-pounds of torque, which really gets this off the line nicely. If you've driven any electric cars, the immediacy, there's no gear shifting, the engine's not revving up to get up to its horsepower number. It's just immediate. From 0 RPM, those motors have all that torque, and it is something to behold. So we go down here, of course it has Hyundai's smart key. You just hold your phone to it and put it on there. And also it comes with the digital key. So if you're across the country or somebody needs to move the car, they just need to drive it, or you'd like to have them drive it, you can send them a key digitally and they can drive your new Ioniq 6. So of course, like I said, it does have the digital key. It's now digital key 2. It's even easier. You get an app on your phone. It tells you the estimated range, how much charge you have, the location. You can lock and unlock it. You can turn on the climate control. You can honk the horn. It's all kinds of goodies on the app. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, of course, and Hyundai Pay. So you can also park at the push of the button, as Hyundai says in this vehicle. So this is the remote smart parking assist. So if you're in a tough kind of situation, you can actually park this car without even being in it. It can even parallel park for you at the push of a button, and then it easily drives out of the parking space, which I think is a really neat feature. I just think the Ioniq 6 is such an interesting car. There's a lot of cars out there that just kind of look bland and regular, and this one looks so different. It's got great range. They're comfortable. It's affordable. The leases on them are really, really good right now, especially with all of the EV incentives. So make sure to check one out at Hyundai of Newport on West Main Road in Middletown, Rhode Island.